get this squishy deep life out of Mohbad. There was a trap that gave that guy that injection. It was an internal person.
On Tuesday, September 12, 2023, the Afrobeats world was stricken by the news of Mohbad's death. And although hospital records suggest he died as a result of ear infection, many believe there may be more than meets the eye. Well, if we want to understand what happened to Mohbad, then we have to rewind back to where his problems began. Are you with me? Back in 2019, Mohbad was gradually gaining fame as one of Afrobeat's emerging talents. With back-to-back hits, he caught the attention of Naira Marley, who signed him to Marley & Records. They say a record label gives the platform and resources for an artist to succeed. However, for Mohbad, it was the opposite, and you will understand why as we continue this story. He released his first EP titled Light shortly after signing with Marley & Records, and just like that, the songs were loved by many. It seemed like Mohbad would only get better with Naira Marley's guidance. Well, that didn't turn out to be the case. In fact, that was the genesis of his problems. In 2022, Mohbad, alongside Zinaliski and 4 others, were arrested by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency in Lekki for the possession of illegal substances like MDMA and, well, you can guess it, cannabis. The whole thing blew up on social media with many videos showing NDLEA operatives breaking into the house. The videos showed law enforcement officers hitting the artistes with clubs and shooting into the air as they forced them into already waiting trucks. It seemed like a regular NDLEA raid, but Mohbad's comments the next day hinted at something very different.
I'm just trying to act like I'm a bad boy. Now my mama saw I don't really mean it like that from my mind. You mean it, so I don't know these people are behaving on me.
Upon his release the next day, Mohbad went on Instagram Live to address his fans, and well, the things he revealed were shocking. According to him, Naira Marley and the rest of Marley & Records were after his life. He claimed that they were plotting against him and were out to get him.
I never started talk, no worry.
In a second video, Mohbad claimed that he was going to the hospital, suggesting that he had been assaulted. Despite all the accusations directed at Naira Marley and the rest of Marley & Records, none of them publicly came out to counter Mohbad's claim. The whole issue was even more complicated since Mohbad didn't clearly state why or where he had been assaulted. Just as it seemed to be the end of the drama, things took a surprising turn. You see, 5 days after the incident, Naira Marley shared a video of Mohbad and Zinaliski on Instagram. And that raised more suspicion. Like, why would Naira Marley post a video of someone who had accused him of assault? Things simply didn't add up. But at least it seemed like whatever issue they had was somehow resolved in-house. However, Mohbad's problems were actually getting worse. On October 5th, 2022, he posted a disturbing video of himself in a white singlet with injuries and bruises all over his body, including his hands, back, and neck. The video was captioned, "Just because I want to change my manager, which is their brother, see what they did to me at Marley & House." Mohbad was definitely referring to Naira Marley with this post. But as disturbing as the video was, what perhaps got people's attention more was his last post in the thread, where he asked people to help him because he was dying inside. It was at this point that his story started generating uproar on social media, with some people calling out Naira Marley. And as you'd expect, Naira defended himself. He claimed that Mohbad and 3 guys tried to beat his manager, and when his friends tried to stop them, the encounter became a brutal one.
And he came here, he saw me in the studio, he came with like 4 people, no, 3, there was 3 of them, all together with him 4. He said yo to me, yo, he sat down, C-Black was in the studio, a lot of people was in the studio. The other 2 people was with in the studio, did not even say anything to me. He just came to fight his manager.
He substantiated his claims with evidence of one of his guys who he says was bitten by Mohbad. He further stated that the only person that touched Mohbad was his manager.
He came to the studio to fight Tunde. I told him no, but obviously it's not in the right state of mind. It's just, when he sat next to me, he was just smelling of the maddest shit, but I told him he's high.
Seeing Naira Marley's version of events and the comments that followed on social media, Mohbad decided to give a breakdown of what actually went down at the Marleyan house on the said date. According to him, he was attacked by some boys when he went to inform Naira Marley of his decision to change his current manager, who was Naira Marley's brother. As it seems, Mohbad's decision didn't go down well with the label. There's nothing surprising about some drama between an artist and his record label, but the violent nature of this one called for concern. Not only was Mohbad beaten, he also received